Greetings, this is episode 76 of Robin's Book Club, Joel Meyerowitz, Out of the Ordinary, 1970 to 1980. I'm Robin, and on this channel we look at photo books together and think about what we can learn from them as well as enjoying the photographs. Today's book isn't one you will easily find online. That's because it's a catalogue to accompany an exhibition at Netherlands Photo Museum in Rotterdam from 2007. The scope of the exhibition is clear from the title, work that Joel made between 1970 and 1980, a period of note in his career as it saw several significant changes in his practice. We're going to see street photography, but also work from series like Cape Light and Florida Pools at Dusk. How did I end up with this book? Well, I've never been to Rotterdam, so it wasn't that. In fact, I was in Chichester, I think, in West Sussex with a friend who loves hunting down old records in record shops and charity shops, always manages to find a bargain, and it was in one such charity shop that I saw this book. However, I actually walked away without buying it because initially I didn't think that the price was quite right. It was priced quite highly. But after thinking about it and seeing some outrageous prices for it online, I went back in and paid, I think, £20 for the book. It features an introductory essay by Joel and a concluding essay by Fritz Gertzberg of the Photo Museum. And Joel's essay tells us his backstory, how he came to colour photography over black and white, and how he swapped 35mm street photography for an 8x10 view camera, and that really is quite the change, isn't it? He concludes his essay talking about how these shifts in practice changed his way of seeing, and finally says, and I quote, "These 10 years carried me away from where I began and brought me back again to a new starting point a little further along the spiral. None of us simply go round and round. With each turn of the circle, we come out somewhere else, and what we find there is ourselves, perhaps a little more conscious than when we started." It's a good definition of photography, isn't it? And this is what I love about him as a photographer, the way that he changes his approach, he freshens things up every so often, he tries something new, masters that, and then moves on, or perhaps moves back again. I could also listen to him talk about photography all day long. Really enjoy the way that he describes his own photography and, the medium itself. The concluding essay talks about the history of photography and Joel's place in it, the acceptance of colour photography as a serious alternative to black and white, which Joel himself played a large part in, and how relatively recent changes in reproduction technology and printing have allowed decades-old colour work to be published either for the first time or in a format which works much better now. I'll be back with some questions and reminders about how you can support this channel, but please do like and subscribe now. But for now, here's some words of wisdom from the man himself.
For me, when I got up, I would have breakfast, I'd put on my camera and I would say, I'm going out to the street to see what happens. Because the street, you're never bored on the street. If you have a camera and you go to it, you will get everything that you cannot expect or anticipate. It will happen to you. If you're sitting at home saying, I don't know what to do with myself, nothing will happen to you. So I've never been bored because I just pick up a camera and go. I go for a walk in the world, and the world gives me its gifts only because I pay attention to it. It has taught me how to pay attention and how to be ready so that when the song comes, I can hear it. And to me, that's the secret of photography, is just to be out in the world at large with your eyes wide open, your mind fresh, and wait to see what writes on you.
Well, I really hope you've enjoyed this video and been inspired by Joel's work from the 1970s. Has it made you think about using colour more? Has it made you think about the way that you use colour? Or perhaps switching away from colour altogether? You know, the opposite approach, moving on and coming back again. Might you change format or try film if you haven't used film before? I always find Joel to be a thought-provoking chap who obviously enjoys teaching and sharing about photography, as well as quite simply being a master of the art. I have listed affiliate links below to my new Amazon storefront. Obviously I couldn't link anything to this because this is going to be quite hard to find or very expensive. I saw one second-hand bookshop selling it for £600. Yeah, indeed. Anyway, but I have this new Amazon storefront where you'll find lots of books that have been featured on the channel before, as well as some of the gear that I use for my photography and for making these videos. If you buy something from these links, I would earn a small commission, so thanks very much if you do that. If you'd like to support me more directly or more regularly, there is also a Buy Me a Coffee link below. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, watch another one of my videos, and I'll see you again soon.